This is not the One Piece you saw before. The smile is still there, but now there's danger behind it. The final trailer for One Piece Season 2 just changed everything. And if you thought Season 1 was big, you're not ready for what's coming next. The first thing you feel in this final trailer is pressure. Season 1 felt like an adventure. It was fun, colorful, and full of energy. Yes, there were fights. Yes, there were emotional moments. But deep down, it still felt like the beginning of a dream. Now, it feels like the dream is being tested. The trailer opens with darker skies, rough seas, and serious faces. The music is heavier. The pacing is faster. There is less laughing and more silence between words. That silence says a lot. It tells us that the world ahead is not simple anymore. The Grand Line is not just another ocean. It is a battlefield. Luffy still smiles, but his smile feels different. It feels like he knows something we don't, like he understands that from this point on, every step forward could cost something real. In Season 1, the crew fought enemies who ruled small areas. Now, the enemies feel bigger, smarter, more connected. This is not about beating one bad guy and sailing away. This feels like stepping into a larger war. The camera shots are wider. We see bigger ships, strange islands, new cities. The world suddenly feels huge. And when a world becomes bigger, the danger grows with it. That is what this trailer shows us without saying it directly. Another big change is emotion. The crew looks more serious. There are quick flashes of worry on Nami's face. Zoro looks more focused than ever. Sanji seems ready to fight without holding back. These are small details, but they matter, because they tell us that Season 2 is not just about adventure. It's about survival. Even the colors feel different. More sand, more storm clouds, more heat. The bright blue freedom of the East blue is gone. Now everything looks intense, harsh, unforgiving. And that shift in color tells us something simple. The easy days are over. Season 2 feels like a turning point. The fun is still there, but now it stands next to fear. The dream of becoming Pirate King is still alive. But now the cost of that dream is starting to show. And that is what makes this trailer so powerful. It doesn't just show new scenes. It shows growth. It shows that the journey has truly begun. The moment this trailer starts showing the new enemies, you understand one thing very clearly. This is no longer a small pirate story. This is something much bigger. In Season 1, Luffy and his crew were fighting local villains. Strong, yes. Dangerous, yes. But limited. Now, the threat feels organized, planned, strategic. We get quick flashes of secret meetings. People in dark rooms. Calm faces hiding dangerous thoughts. This is where the real fear begins. Because when enemies don't scream, when they don't show anger, that means they are confident. And confident villains are always the most dangerous ones. The trailer heavily teases Baroque Works, a hidden criminal group that does not fight with noise. They fight with plans. They use code names. They use spies. They work in the shadows. And that alone changes the tone of the story. Luffy is brave. He runs straight into danger. But how do you fight something you can't see clearly? Then there's the quiet tease of the main mastermind. The camera doesn't show too much, but it doesn't need to. A single powerful presence. A calm voice. A desert setting. And suddenly, the atmosphere shifts again. This is not a pirate who wants fame. This is someone who wants control. The trailer makes it clear. This enemy is different. Stronger. Smarter. Patient. In Season 1, Luffy could punch his way through problems. But Season 2 hints that strength alone may not be enough. Strategy will matter. Trust will matter. Unity will matter. There's also a powerful detail many people might miss. The Marines are still watching. The world government is still watching. This means Luffy is no longer unknown. His name carries weight now. His bounty has meaning. And when the world starts noticing you, danger follows. One of the most intense shots in the trailer shows a wide desert landscape. Endless sand. No escape. No cover. That image alone tells a story. This is not a forest where you can hide. This is not a small village. This is open land. Harsh. Brutal. And it suggests that the coming battle will be public. Massive. Unavoidable. The stakes have risen. The enemies are not random anymore. They are connected, smart, and patient. Season 2 is clearly building towards something bigger than a simple fight. It feels like the beginning of a war that could shake the entire world. And the biggest question is this: is Luffy ready for enemies who don't just fight with power, but with plans? What makes this trailer truly powerful is not just the villains. It's the change we see in the Straw Hats themselves. You can feel it in their eyes. They are not the same crew that left the East Blue. They are stronger now, but they are also carrying more weight. Luffy still stands at the front. His energy is still wild. His dream is still clear. But this time, there's more fire in his voice. When he talks about becoming king of the pirates, it doesn't sound like a fun goal anymore. It sounds like a promise. A promise he is ready to fight for, no matter the cost. In one quick shot from the trailer, we see him standing firm, wind blowing hard, eyes locked forward. That moment says everything. He's not backing down. Zoro feels different too. He looks sharper, quieter. There's a scene where his sword is drawn and the camera lingers on his face for just a second longer than usual. No smile, no joke, just focus. It feels like he knows the battles ahead will test him in ways he hasn't faced before. And Zoro doesn't fear pain, but he respects strength. Season 2 looks like it will push him to his limits. Nami's presence in the trailer is emotional. There are flashes of concern on her face, like she understands the danger more clearly than anyone. She has always been smart, always thinking ahead. And now that the crew is stepping into a world of secret groups and powerful rulers, her role becomes even more important. She is not just the navigator. She is the mind that keeps them alive. Sanji also shows a shift. His usual calm charm is still there, but there are moments where his expression hardens. Loyalty runs deep in him, and when loyalty is tested, that's when we see his true strength. The trailer hints that he may face personal challenges this season, choices that are not simple. But the biggest change? The crew feels more united. There are quick shots of them standing together, ready for what's coming. No one looks unsure. No one steps back. That unity is powerful because Season 2 clearly wants to test it. This isn't just about fighting new enemies. It's about growth. It's about proving that their bond is strong enough to survive a world that wants to break them apart. And if this trailer shows us anything clearly, it's this. The Straw Hats are stepping into a storm, and they are choosing to face it together. And then, the trailer drops that scene. The music slows down. The screen goes quiet for a second. We see a wide desert under a burning sun, sand moving with the wind. No ships, no ocean, just open land. That alone tells us something huge. The fight is no longer at sea. It's on someone else's territory. Then we see him, a calm figure standing with complete control. No rush, no fear, just confidence. The kind of confidence that only comes from real power. The camera doesn't show too much, but it doesn't need to. His presence fills the frame. This is not a loud villain. This is a ruler. Cut to Luffy walking forward. No hesitation. No backup plan. Just belief. That contrast is powerful. On one side, strategy and control. On the other side, pure will and heart. There's a quick flash of chaos. Sand exploding into the air. A heavy impact. Someone falling. The crew shouting. The music rises sharply. And for the first time in the trailer, we feel real danger. Not just tension, not just hype, but the feeling that someone could actually lose. The desert setting is important. Deserts are harsh. They drain you. There's no easy escape. No water. No comfort. That environment alone makes the battle feel harder. It feels like the world itself is against them. Another fast cut shows a storm building over a distant city. Dark clouds rolling in. This could be a symbol. A storm doesn't just destroy. It changes everything after it passes. And that might be what Season 2 is building toward. A moment so big that nothing stays the same after. There's also a powerful emotional beat hidden in these shots. A quick glance between crew members. Not fear, but trust. Like they all understand this is the kind of battle that defines who they really are. This scene feels like a turning point. Not just for the story, but for Luffy himself. Because if he wins, the world will truly start seeing him as a threat. And if he loses, the dream takes its first real hit. That's why this moment is wild. It's not just about action. It's about what it means. It feels like the beginning of a war that will shake kingdoms. And the trailer makes one thing clear. When the sand settles, nothing will be the same again.